This tutorial is for the PC version of Pavlov. However, a lot of what I'll show is compatible with the newest version of Pavlov Shack. I suggest watching the entirety of this video before giving this a go yourself. Also, please check the pinned comment in case I've made any mistakes or forgotten something. This video is aimed at people who already have an understanding of using the modkit in Unreal Engine 5. An introduction scene is that screen of text you see when joining some push maps. To create one, drag a normal Pavlov spawn into your level and place it where you want to make the scene. Make sure that this is the only Pavlov spawn in your level, as upon joining the match, the player's spectator camera will be spawned on a random Pavlov spawn. If there's only one of these spawns, we can force the player to spawn in this location. The rest is just designing whatever you want around this area. To make the map hardcore, you will need some additional code. If you were to set the player's health in the class, they would still be able to heal above this number. Download the zip file linked in this video's description. Then open Windows File Explorer and drag the U asset anywhere in your UGC. This blueprint has no dependencies, so it can go anywhere. In your project, drag the blueprint into your level. Select the blueprint and set the max health. Typically people will set the max health to 75, as this means the bolt actions will be a one-shot to the body. This is a blueprint that changes the material of a mesh upon one or more push objectives being captured. It's mainly intended for flags turning to the attacker's flag, but you can use it for anything. Download the zip linked in this video's description. Then open up Windows File Explorer and drag the U asset anywhere in your UGC. This blueprint also has no dependencies, so you can put it anywhere. In your project, drag the blueprint into your level. Click on the mesh component and set this to the mesh you want to have the changing material. Make sure the starting material is set as the default material for this mesh, and not set within the blueprint instance. Click back on the main blueprint settings and set the material variable to the material you want your mesh to change to once the objective has been captured. Under Objectives, click Add Element, then under the drop-down box, select which objective you'd like this blueprint to be tied to. You can add additional objectives, so multiple will be required for it to change to this material. Here is an example of how I have used this blueprint. Custom loadout rooms will only work if you've moved the Pav examples folder into your UGC. In Pav examples, go to Push and drag BP_spawn custom rooms into your level. Then open the blueprint and make sure Enabled is ticked in the class defaults. From the Push folder, go to Loadout Room and then Rooms. You can make the entirety of the custom loadout rooms inside these blueprints. However, the way I prefer to do it is to hide the room mesh and design the room in the level itself. Open up the blueprint for the Defender's loadout room. Go to the viewport and click on the static mesh. Under Details, scroll down until you find the collision presets and set this to No Collisions. Then scroll down until you find Visible and untick this, and make sure Hidden in Game is ticked. Compile and close this blueprint, and then do the same for the attacker blueprint. If you would like to customize the maximum number of lockers in this room, go to Class Defaults and look at the bottom of Push Loadout. By default, this number is set to 7. If you were to upload this as it is, these lockers would not have any textures in game, so to fix that, you will have to fake reference the materials for the lockers. Go back to the Loadout room folder, and open up Locker, then open up the BP_push loot locker base. These are the lockers used by your custom Loadout rooms. You are able to fully customize the locker mesh, however I will not be covering that in this video. To fake reference the locker materials, go to Content, then create a new folder called Environment. Exactly as displayed on screen. Then in that folder, create another folder called World War II_skin_loadouts. And then another folder called Mats. Create two materials with the following names. I have also listed these names in the description of this video if you'd like to copy and paste them. You must make sure these names are identical to the ones here, otherwise the fake reference will not work. Go back to your locker blueprint and click on the locker mesh. Assign MI skin push locker 01 to element 0. Then do the same for the shelf mesh. Then click on the sign mesh and assign MI skin push sign 01 to element 0. This blueprint will often crash your editor when attempting to compile, so I suggest tabbing out and hitting Save All instead of Compile. Now all that's left to do is to design your loadout room in the level. Here is an example of something I've created. If you use my method for this, you must make sure the location of your loadout room in the push settings is aligned with what you have created in the level. Easiest way to do this is to drag the loadout room blueprint into the level and align it with the room you've created. Copy and paste its location and then delete it. In the modkit, you can find examples for setting up custom voice lines. These are currently broken and will not work if you try to use them. I will be covering using these in future when they've been fixed. If you'd like to disable most of the voice lines, you'll need to make a couple blueprints. Go to Content, Gameplay, and Push. Create a new blueprint actor called BP_push announcer. Then click Save All. This is a fake reference, so its name has to be exact. I've listed its name in the description of this video if you'd like to copy and paste it. Find a location anywhere in your UGC and create a new blueprint actor. You can name it anything. Drag out from Begin Play and create a 10-second delay. Drag out from the delay and create a Get Actor of Class node. Set the actor class to the push announcer. Then create a Destroy Actor node and connect target to return value. Compile, then drag this blueprint into your level. Effectively what this is doing is deleting the push announcer actor 10 seconds after the match has started. This is the actor which plays most of the voice lines, such as the chants. This does not disable the out of ammo voice lines, as those are triggered by a different actor. Check the pinned comment, as that's where I'll say how to disable that actor as well once I know how. Make sure you've moved the Pav examples folder into your UGC, then find the MG42 examples. Drag BP_MG spawner into your level. This is the mounted gun's blueprint. As it is completely ready to use. Here is an example of how it looks in game. If you found this video helpful, a subscription would be appreciated.